We'll begin by lying back on our mat, legs straight, hands at your sides, or maybe hands on heart and belly. And begin to feel yourself sink a little deeper into your mat. Maybe taking note of any sore spots, maybe hips, back, shoulder. Breathing into those spaces. And we'll begin to breathe a little deeper here. So taking a deep breath in through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. Now closing the mouth in through the nose, and out through the nose. And just continuing that breath here. Now reach both arms behind the head. So fingertips reaching to the wall behind you, toes reaching forward, a big full body stretch here. And now draw both knees into the chest, hugging them in with the arms. If you want to get a little rock side to side here, or maybe front to back, you can. Draw the forehead into the knees, now pulling into that spine, maybe pulling enough to lift the tail off your mat. And rest the head back down. The feet plant on the mat about hips width apart. Squeeze the belly button to the spine and begin to float those hips. Maybe just a few inches off your mat, or maybe higher if you'd like. But think driving the feet down as the hips lift higher, not flexing in the glutes a lot here. Relax the shoulders from the ears. And float those hips back down to the mat. And now with both knees bent, we're going to place the right thigh on top of the left. So finding crossed legs here. Take the arms wide with the palms up. And we're going to allow both legs to drift toward the right. So think the weight of your right leg pulls on the left. Let it fall to the side. If you like, you could take your gaze to the left here, just opposite the legs, and breathe into it. A few more breaths here. And draw yourself back to center. Now we're going to find more our figure four legs. So the right leg will still be on top, but we're going to place the right ankle at the left knee. Reach both hands through. We're going to grab onto the left knee and hug it into the chest. Now we have a few options here. You could just continue to draw that left knee into you with those figure four legs, or place both hands more behind the left knee and reach the left foot up to the sky, flexing that left foot to work into that hamstring as well. Whichever option you choose, breathe here. Continue to fill those lungs up. If that left leg is straight, begin to bend into it. We're all going to plant that left foot on the mat, keeping those figure four legs now. Now we're going to squeeze into that core again. Work at keeping those hips steady and even as you float the hips again. So finding a modified single leg bridge here. So by using the right ankle into the knee, you'll have a little bit of support. We're here for just another breath or so. And then float the hips back down. Release your right foot to the floor with both knees bent. Take the knees side to side a few times. Some windshield wipers here. And coming back to center, we'll take the left thigh on top of the right. So finding crossed legs here. Arms come wide with the palms up. Now allow both legs to drift to the left off your mat. So the weight of your left leg pulls on the right. You could take your gaze to the right wall as well here if you'd like. Breathe into this space. Slowly draw yourself back to center. Now finding more of those figure 4 legs, so left ankle is on top of the right knee. Reach with both hands through, grabbing onto that right knee, hug it into the chest. Option here if you'd like to reach the right foot up to the sky, flexing the right foot, hands behind that right knee. Whichever option you choose, continue to breathe here. If that right knee is straight up, the right leg is in the sky, bend the right knee, lower your right foot to the mat. Keep those figure 4 legs, so supporting that left ankle on top of the right knee. Squeeze the core, float those hips. Find that single leg bridge here. Still keeping those hips steady, so don't let that left hip fall down. Stay engaged there as well. Slowly float down, release those legs. So knees are bent, take them side to side a few times. And then draw both knees into the chest. Give them a good squeeze in, and we'll begin to rock front to back. Think tail to the shoulders a few times. And when you're ready, we'll find a seated position. So rolling yourself forward, or you could turn to the side to sit up if you'd prefer. Now from your seat, keep the left knee bent, but we're going to reach your right foot out to the side. So right leg extends to about a 45-degree angle. You could have the leg straight or slightly bent if you'd prefer. But still sitting tall, let's inhale both arms up and exhale forward over that left foot. Just reaching into it. And at this point, you can always adjust those legs. If you want to take your right foot a little further forward or a little further to the side, you can. Maybe bending that right knee more if you need. Slowly rise to your seat. Keep that right leg right where it is. Plant your left hand to the left of the hip, off the mat. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Maybe finding a bit of a back bend here. Now, if you like, you could begin to float the hips up as well, just to take it a little deeper. And if those hips are in the air, float them back down. We're going to take your right hand to that bent left knee. Inhale the spine tall. And as you exhale, find a twist towards your left wall. Hold here for a few breaths. Draw yourself back to center. And we're going to switch the legs. So the right heel draws into you as the right knee bends. Left leg comes out to the side. Again, maybe a little bend in that left knee if you'd prefer. Sit up tall. Inhale the arms up. Exhale forward over the right foot, reaching forward. Slowly rise. And once you find your seat, with that left leg still where it is, wrap your right hand to the right of your hip. Reach the left arm high, taking it up to the sky, maybe a slight back bend here, reaching to the back wall. If you want to float those hips a little higher here, you can. Still breathing. And lower the hips back to the mat. If they're in the air, begin to straighten that spine out. That left hand wraps around to the right knee. Inhale the spine a little taller. Exhale, twist to your right wall now. Maybe taking your gaze over that right shoulder. And release, drawing yourself back to center, crossing into both legs. Hands at the knees. Sitting tall. Now draw the hands to heart center, thumbs to chest. We'll take one last deep breath in together. And exhale, let it go. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.